Okay, as I said, we are coming to the unification of Germany. This is one of the important topics what we have to study this year. When we consider about your exams as well as your topic. But do remember, when we are studying about unification of Germany, Italy, or liberal revolution of France, means French Revolution, what you have in the text is limited. It's just the summary. This, for example, unification of Germany happened around 10, 12 years. So you can't say 12 years of history in one page or two pages. In your text, it is on 19, page number 19. Before we go to the main incidents of German unification, we need to understand certain facts which may be just mentioned in the text in one sentence or two sentences, but it is for your information as well. But when you have to write an essay question, this all will help you. But do read your text thorough. That is, you cannot replace it with anything else. Whatever I'm saying or the narration is in addition to it, the points I'm giving is a cream of what is written in the text. So do read your text proper. Okay, we studied French Revolution, and the main force behind it was nationalism, feeling of being together because of a common interest or common hereditary or common heritage. So that is nationalism. We have studied it, we have seen it this year as well. But what happened after 1848 or in 1840s? The idea of nationalism was separated from revolutions and democracy because it was being suppressed everywhere, and the conservatives who supported the rule of kings or monarchy, they started to use it wise. They started to use the feeling of nationalism to strengthen their power. They were advocates of nationalism now, not the liberals. Liberals were the advocates, but they were suppressed, and the conservatives started to take over. When we studied the revolution of the liberals, this is exactly what happened. Do you think, have you ever thought why a German unification was suppressed by the king of Prussia? Because you need to know the political situation of the countries that time. Two major German powers were, German states were Austria and Prussia. Prussia was fully German speaking people. But Austria was a mix of Slovaks, Croats, means Croatian, Slovenians, Czechoslovakians, Bulgarians, all those countries together. It was so many languages, so many people of different heritage was in Austria. The Hungarians were there as well. But there was a good part of German speaking people as well. So these were two strong countries who had a German background. So both were arguing for their role to rule over Germany. But the history goes far behind it. There was a great Roman Empire in 900s, and after all, until almost the time of Napoleon. Napoleon actually disbanded this Holy Roman Empire. It was not just an empire. So many kings were agreeing uh, the title of Roman Empire, or they were supporting the alliance or supporting the king who is throned as a Holy Roman Empire. It got its roots with the Crusades as well, because almost all these countries are majority Christian domination, so they were under Pope. So it was a kind of association, but still, it was said at one time this Holy Roman Empire had got 300 or more than 300 states under it. But anyway, loosely. So Austria was thinking they have got the right to rule over the German states. And Prussia was thinking they have got it. So these two major powers were with the idea of ruling over Germany. That's when the liberals come up with the small countries to put together, come a union of Germany, means unified Germany, and they even offered the king of Prussia the chance to rule over it. But Prussian king denied it. Why? Because now you will see unification of Germany is going to happen under Prussia. If Prussia wanted to have a unified Germany, why did they deny it in 1848? The reason is simple. They don't want it to be united due to the actions of liberals. Then the monarchy will lose the power. They wanted to do it, but they want to do it by themselves. So they said no to others. So the political scenario is different than what we see. We will say, okay, King just opposed it because he didn't want to unite German states. No, he wanted to unite German states, but he wanted to do it. We will see the details in the next video about unification of Germany. It is interesting. This is about how you understand your history, how we arrived where we are. Because many of these things, what we are seeing in Germany or France or Italy, it's still happening. The history never changes. It is there. It is a repetition. When I come to speak about Otto and Bismarck, I'll tell you more about it. So, next video we will start to learn what happened for German unification.